It's no holds
Barred.
barred.
I've been Me Too'd many times.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
No, I've got some grabby hands, apparently.
It's those thick gloves, just like the thick socks that Gordon Bombay is told to wear in the Mighty Ducks.
I don't want to hear any more talk of Gordon Bombay tonight.
Okay, that'll be it. Even though he's the greatest hockey player ever in the state of Minnesota. This is No Holds Barred. JT and Aaron coming at you. This is a simulcasted podcast. Audio on most podcast applications, except for the bottom ranked Spotify, and video on our YouTube channel under North South Connection. Subscribe, like, love, laugh, live. Join us on this journey of nonsense. We have a lot of cool content. It is, of course, January. So what that means is it's Royal Rumble month. We have a ton of Royal Rumble content. We had Saturday Main Event content, the big Saturday Main Event show up in your former stomping ground, Montreal, and as well as a Royal Rumble coming up soon from your future stomping ground in Saudi Arabia. And
I can't wait to move there.
Tons of content for you to enjoy here, Rumble-based. Aaron, you and I in a previous episode, as part of our year-long rebooking of 95-96, and we rebooked the 1996 Royal Rumble recently, and that was a lot of fun. And my buddy Marcus and I just reviewed that show for War. It should be dropping soon. And it's funny to see the dichotomy. You know what I mean? Like him and I dropped In Your House 5, Rumble 96. You and I just rebooked those shows, and man, our shows are way better overall, for sure.
Oh yeah, that Royal Rumble 96 is not the most fun show to watch. Like it's not bad, but like that main event just kills it dead.
All right. So that all said, we're going to go ahead and welcome you into No Holds Barred. And we're kicking off a brand new project. And for that project, we'll be doing this once a month. That's the plan. We've ranked pay-per-views. We've built super cards. We've ranked through the workers. And what we're doing here is kind of a hybrid, Aaron, of our past projects and also the no-sell countdowns that Ryan and I do, the lives. And we actually have one coming up. Let me see when this is dropping. I believe it's like this week. It's going to be dropping on. So the live countdown where folks can watch as we record and weigh in will be on the 28th. And we're doing the top 25 moments in Royal Rumble history. Oh,
Sid almost winning. And then saying Hulk who with the chin out. That's
so that'll be on the 28th. And so what we're doing here is a little bit of hybrid of both. So you and I have taken our top, I think we have 27 matches that occurred on a January pay-per-view for WWE. We're going to drop 2 as we go, and we're going to rank those 25. So we kind of chose the matches by our grades, but we're going to rank them as we talk through them tonight, and get the top 25 January matches. So we're not doing Royal Rumble matches. We are doing January. So there was one Rumble that took place in February. That'll be next month in February. We're doing by date.
Not on the list.
By date. So that includes really just New Year's Revolution and like 99% of the Rumbles.
And day one.
And day one. Yes, day one.
Day one.
Day one-ish. Oh, man. All right. So our producer is with us as well. Tim, not the Tool Man Taylor, if you want to say hello to the fans.
I am the disembodied voice.
He's been murdered.
Sadly.
Just a heads up. It wasn't us, but someone killed him.
It was a good run. So he's with us here. And as part of that, he will be navigating the board. He's going to reveal the matches in a random order, and you and I are going to kind of rank as we go. So any questions or comments before we dive in?
No, let's just fucking dive into it. Let's get this going.
Right, let's just dive in.
So Tim's going to throw us matches, right? Tim's going to throw us matches. We're going to discuss it.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Now, I want to clarify something on air that we probably should have done housekeeping before we hit record. Am I still holding you guys to a timer?
Just make sure you don't go crazy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be a set timer, but if we're like way off the friggin' rails, just like rein us in.
Come in and scream. Like really scream.
What I don't want to do is like review every
going to be for sure. So there will be a sound cue for when you have gone too far.
Okay.
So when you hear this sound, it's time to wrap it up.
Okay, good. Good. Right. Stampede through my house, apparently.
Yeah, just a big explosion. I will find a more suitable sound for future months. But right now, the explosion's the best we got. We are
Just go with it.
starting
No.
with
Never change it.
never change.
I never change anything.
We're starting with the
There is
Royal
one other
Rumble
sound.
match. Oh,
There is one other sound we could have used. So, that is available to you, Tim, if you want to use that one instead.
All right.
I will clip the beginning horn for future, but we will lead off with what some refer to as the Hasbro Rumble, the 1990 Royal Rumble match.
Okay. And I just want to reiterate, we are not just doing, I know it's the first one that came up, not just Rumble matches. We just took the best 25 matches on January. There just happens to be a lot of Royal Rumbles on the list, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right off the bat, like this is this potentially like I look at this as almost like the purest Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Like the title shot is not in play yet. It's stacked with stars, and it did kind of have a bit of a feel that a couple of guys could have won it.
Yeah. And it sets up a major WrestleMania match with an all-time moment with Hogan and Warrior at the end. I've talked about this quite a lot, like on various podcasts covering the show, but I feel it's like the color Rumble, like the colors are so wonderful. And I think that's why Tim references it like the Hasbro Rumble, but it's like the neon green and the pink and the yellow polka dots and the black and the red
flowers all over Savage.
Yeah, it's like Jake with the bright green and Coco with the hair. You know, it's like the Rockers with their neon green, Hogan with the red and yellow, Warrior with the neon green. It's like, you know, they all have like a look, and it pops off the screen. Even Rude's got like those powder blue, like the baby blues. You know, the Powers of Pain have like the black with the face paint. Like, it's just Haku has the pink pants. Like, everyone just like pops off the screen, and it's so cool. The
also,
Rumble,
the
I think,
crowd.
Yes, the crowd's awesome.
Crowd in this match is insane. Like, and I want to say that the crowd is good because they are. It's in Orlando. They're good, but it's because the match is so well booked and so fast paced. Like, I don't think there's maybe towards the end a little bit, but until then, I don't really feel like there's a down part of the match.
No, definitely not. No, the crowd's all in. The match hums along. I think it was like criminally underrated for a long time. You didn't hear it, but I think it's really caught on like the last decade. Like you see it on a lot of lists now, and like the top. I don't want to discount too Shivani and Ventura are like great in the match. They always had good chemistry anyway, even in WCW as well. But they're really fun throughout the show. You know, so Tony's only Rumble, so you know he really kind of brings it, and it's got a very memorable ending too. Like you can go back and forth on if Perfect should have won, whatever. We're not here to debate that tonight. So I will obviously this is number one right now. I anticipate this will be somewhere in the top 7 because we both have a bunch of 5-star matches in January.
This isn't one of them. Like I have it a little bit lower. But that being said, there were even some of the matches I have rated 5 stars. I think I would rather watch this in a lot of instances. Like it's so well put together, and it, you know, it creates some of the tropes. Like that moment between Hogan and Warrior is a moment they try to recreate every year almost, and they've never been able to do the exact same thing with it.
So just for knowledge, we have 4 matches on this list that we'll get to that we both have at 5 stars. And then we have one match that you have at 5 and I have at 4 3/4, which is basically there. Then we have a few where we both have like 4 3/4. But so really we have like I'm going to call it 5 perfect matches that we will be adding to this list. So that's why I expect this match to be like top 7, I would say. But it could move up.
It might be the best of the rest kind of thing.
Right. All right, Tim, what's next?
Next up will be
Savio Vega.
From Royal Rumble 2002. It is The Rock versus Chris Jericho.
Okay. So this was kind of toward the bottom grade wise for us, you know, one of the last matches off the cut list. I think they have an interesting series where I feel like every match gets a little bit worse. Like I think their best match is their first one at No Mercy. I think the next best match is the Raw match.
The Raw. Yeah.
I think their next best match is Vengeance, and their worst match is here. You know what I mean? I think they kind of fall in reverse order. Like they go from their best to their worst. By this point, it kind of felt like we were done with the feud. And even I think Jericho wins cheap here too. So like
he hits him in the nuts and rolls him up, right? Like
So it's still really good. I mean, it's just like when you're on the fourth match of the series, you're kind of like, all right.
And by this point, like the other thing that you got to think about is I don't think, as much as I love Jericho at the time, Jericho is probably my favorite guy at the time. I don't think he was effective as a defending champion. No. And I think that probably hurts this. I think because honestly, technically this match is probably on par with Vengeance, I think. Mm-hmm. But I think the dynamics are just changed a little. Like at Vengeance, you really want Jericho to win, or at least I did, because he's one of the guys who I thought might be cool as the undisputed champion. But by here, I don't know. I didn't see Rock. I don't think there was much chance of Rock winning, number one. And it's no longer part of their blood feud. It's now part of Rock wants to be champion again, which is fine. But I think it's a step down because of that. I can see this one being near the bottom of our list.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's Rock, so there's always a chance he wins. And they did Rock. I don't think they're going to do Rock and Triple H again. So maybe Triple H gets hosed in the Rumble, and you do Austin Rock again. Like there was some different options for sure. This is another great show to rebook. Like we've done it, I think, in the past, but this will be a fun one to really dive into because it's really one where there's so many different options they could have went with up and down the card. Yeah. So yeah, let's put this around like 20 for right now.
Yeah. Well, right now it's 2.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be around 20. If you want to move it right down, Tim, to 20, I think that's all right. You could throw 20 in the box, but I think that's comfortable. I think there's a chance. Like I think this is in play to be off the list.
Yeah, because we have 27 we're going to talk about.
We got to cut 2. Yep.
So 2 are not making the cut.
Right. And this feels like one that could maybe not make the cut.
Right on that edge. Yeah.
All right. Let's should we call the superstar line and see what's coming next? Get the tip? No.
Next up, Royal Rumble 2000. It's the Dudleys versus the Hardys.
So another one that was kind of toward the not making it for us.
And let's just give some context. I believe we both had this one at 4, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, all these matches are great.
Yeah. Just to position it so that no one thinks we're kind of crapping on it. But yeah, like I think you're right. It's probably going to go lower. But it's a really cool, unique specialty match that we didn't get much of at the time. And I really think it might be the best match on that. I think it's the best match on that show.
No, you have the other match 5 stars from the show.
Oh, it's that one. Never mind.
It's the second best match on the show.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. That my bad. I don't know why I put that one out of my mind, but yeah, no. But it's a solid undercard show. It's a very solid undercard match with 2 super hot acts and them striking when the fire was hot with these acts too.
And it really kind of kickstarts the renaissance of the tag division. Like the Tit at No Mercy kind of is like hey, something's cooking here. But this really is like, because this is what elevates the Dudleys. Because before this, they're doing the ECW reboot. They're back on the tie-dye. They're doing sputtering. But this starts them, like they're in the camo, they get the wood, and like this leads to each team has their gimmick, right? The Hardys are the ladder team, they're the table team, Edge and Christian are the chair team, and that leads to the big TLCs. So it's like that begins here. It also was like one of the earliest signs that they were real into the Hardys, like as an act.
Yeah.
Because they won the Tit, right? And it's like, okay, but that Edge and Christian felt the same. This was kind of like, oh, they really like these fucking guys. Like, this is
putting them over the Dudleys, moment. Right?
It's got the great swanton off the cab. Like, it's a memorable moment. It's cool looking. So I would have this above Rock and Jericho.
So would I. I would put it above Rock and Jericho as well. For now, we'll see if anything breaks in there. But like that just having that cab spot like makes that they still show that cab spot on things.
Oh
right?
Yeah, it's awesome. And that entrance helps it obviously, quite a bit. But this really is like, boom, we're off and running with the tag.
It's MSG, right?
Yeah, MSG. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What's next?
Yeah.
Next up from Royal Rumble 2018, it is the men's Royal Rumble match.
So I think this. There's another Rumble I'm thinking of too. But I think this is in the conversation for the most underrated Rumble of all time.
Yeah.
This is the one Nakamura wins. This is the one that has the storyline of the young versus the old, which is really cool. And it kind of permeates throughout. It's got great performances, not only from Nakamura, but from Balor, from Cena. Cena's actually very strong in this match too. It's the return of Rey Mysterio. Adam Cole shows up. But to me, I don't know if you felt this way. Tell me if you felt this way at the time. But when this match hit, it was like, because we'd had a run of kind of, I would say 2016 apart, we'd had a run of pretty mediocre Rumbles. And this felt like, oh, they do remember how to book this properly.
This felt like the return of the Great Rumble. Because really before that was 12 is pretty well regarded, right? I think so.
Yeah, but it's not. It's good, but it's.
But at the time, I'm saying, like, looking back, like, oh man, since 12 we've only had one good run. Like, it was a run of kind of maligned Rumbles, because 13 I think is like okay, and then 14 and 15 are obviously dog shit, and then 16's good, 17's kind of mid. So yeah, this was like a.
They also really they did it the year before a little bit, but this is, I feel, where they really leaned in to using Roman as like a guy at the end who like just draws a crazy amount of heat.
Right.
He's the one you didn't want winning, because there's always the threat he's going to win, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was the last one. He was the last one thrown out of this one too.
I think so.
Yeah, like to me, it's almost perfect. Like I think I have it at 4 3/4. And I could probably be convinced to go up to 5, which I know is insane. But I'll never forget watching that thing, and right from the start with Rusev coming out, and like it was just a really excellently booked Rumble.
Yeah, and I was there for it. I'm kind of due for. I don't know if I really rewatched this whole show like in forever. It's a weird night because it's kind of like the era of the super juiced up long cards, and like with the first women's Rumble. It's also the first Rumble show where the card is like jumbled in a weird way. It's like we get a couple matches, then we get a Rumble, then we get a couple matches, and then a Rumble. We get the weird thing with Jason Jordan and like that, him and Angle, like that whole match. Like there's a lot of kind of weird shit on that card. Is that Big Show and Brock too or something? Is that one? Or no, that's
and 14. Kane.
And Kane. Yeah,
no, it's
good.
Yeah, it's Big Show, Braun, and Kane. That's the one where Big Show like stiffs him.
Yeah.
You see that clip all the time.
Yeah, it's a weird show. And then it's, what else is there? There's that tag with Jordan.
There's the handicap match with Owens and Zayn against AJ Styles for the WWE Championship.
Right. But Owens and Zayn, like that run is like kind of meh, where they're the heels on top of SmackDown. Yeah.
Yeah. The Usos against Gable and Benjamin, 2 out of 3 falls. A little disappointing, but still okay. Rollins and Jordan against the Bar. Again, good match. Yeah. You got the Universal with Brock, and then you got the Women's Rumble as well with Rousey showing up. Like in all that, there's also that huge moment on the show.
Yeah, that closes the show. So yeah, I think right now I'd put this second. Well, I don't know. Do you have it above 90?
I have it rated higher than 90.
Let's leave it feels 90 for right now. Let's put it.
It feels. Right now. Yeah, I was about to say it feels kind of sacrilegious putting it ahead of 90.
Yeah, like, I think this will finish high, and I think we'll see. Right, there's a draft coming right around this topic, so we'll see where that goes. We've done lists before. I'd have to go back when we rank the Rumbles. I think this finished pretty high. I think it's in the argument for the top 4 or 5 Rumbles for sure of all time. If not,
I think so too.
Yeah. All right, who's coming out next?
It is the 2008 Royal Rumble.
Okay. I looked quick, noticed at 06, and I'm like, oh man, we messed something up because no way.
How did that get on here? I mean, so it's funny because I was thinking the other night, thinking about this draft, and I was thinking about, okay, what's the best Rumble match of the 2000s? And when you start thinking about it that way, 2000s are a really strong year for the Rumble, but I feel they are all in the same range. They're all in the same, like, they're great, but they're not all timers. And I think that's where this one falls.
Well, I do think 04 and 05 are close to all timers. If not, I think 04 has gone in this weird circle. Like, it was beloved at the time because of the Benoit piece. Then it was maligned, I think, because of the Benoit piece. And now it's kind of in this weird, like, it was probably overrated and then it got underrated. But I still think it's a very good Rumble. I think 05 is a great Rumble.
I think 05 is much better than 04. When I rewatched 04 a few years ago, and that's what the Benoit stuff in mind, and like I tried to judge it on its own merits, and I think I did okay. But what I noticed was that the actual construction of the match was nowhere near as exciting as it was in the moment.
Yeah, I think the Benoit, that's one of those matches that really benefits from like watching live. You know what I mean?
And marking out and can't believe he's going to win it. And
is he going to do it? Is he going to hang on? Are they going to screw him? Like that really benefited from being invested in the moment. But anyway, we're not talking about that one. Let's talk about 08. So this is back in MSG. This is the John Cena mega return.
Yeah.
We got Piper and Snuka. We start with Taker and Shawn. We got some good Batista stuff in there, I believe. He's good in the match.
He's great in the match.
I remember watching this at the pizza place we used to go to, and when Cena came out, just the place went like bonkers. And this is just our little bar, so I can only imagine being at MSG. But like, at this pizza place was insane.
And MSG, they forgot they hated him. To me, that's the funniest part of it. Like they cheer, like they mark out completely, and then like a minute or so later, they kind of start booing a bit.
But they're wait, no, we're not supposed to like this guy.
No, he's always going to win. But still, the best surprise they've ever done. We're very close.
It's up there for sure.
Yeah,
it's up there.
You know who else is really good in this match is Umaga. Umaga is very good in this match too.
Yep. Did we do this for War, Tim? Did we do 07, 08? Oh no, we're doing probably maybe someday. But no, we have not done that. So I was trying to think when I watched it recently for something. What the fuck was it for? I mean, it must have been PTB. Maybe it was PTB.
Fun? Was it fun?
Yeah, it was good. I was just trying. I just know I watched it kind of recently. Oh, was it now entering the Rumble? Maybe even like did we get a guy from there? Oh, Shawn.
Duggan. Is Duggan in that or Piper?
Yeah, but they're quick. But I feel like I watched a lot of it, so maybe it was for Taker or Shawn.
Yeah, because they're in it. They're in it for quite a bit, and I like the story that they tell in it too.
Yeah, I think that's why I watched it. I remember liking it quite a bit. Still.
Yeah, because Shawn spends the whole match like stalking Taker, which is really cool because he's trying to get revenge from the year before.
Yeah, it's a great match. I would have this probably third on our list right now. I think what do you have it, Tim? Is it 18? I'd move it up. I think it's gonna be a little higher than that. Well, I don't know, maybe not. We have some heavy hitters. Put it at 15.
I would have it third, ahead of the Dudleys and Hardys and
but closer to the end than the beginning, I think, because we had a lot of heavy hitters to come, and I think realistically, this feels like a top 15.
Yeah, I'm just giving it. So. Yeah, I'm just giving it a number to put it in the top grouping. Those numbers are very fluid. So
no, I know, but I think trying to peg it to where it may be will help us kind of as we build the list.
Gotcha.
Because the stuff is not gonna be 3. You know what I mean? So I think putting it at like 15 feels about right. Okay.
We'll see if it goes up or down.
Next up, it is the 2005 Royal Rumble.
So I think just the look test. I think it's just one slot ahead of 8 for now. Like
08?
Yeah. Like I think it's better. I think there will be matches between 05 and 08, but I think for now, based on what we have, that's where it goes. That Rumble is also excellent. I find it uncomfortable to watch the first bit with Pewter.
Yeah.
Like, especially so that's actually one of the flaws of the Rumble is that not that I want to get into too many flaws, but I think the Pewter bit is actually pretty hard to watch at points.
Yeah.
And I really don't like the Muhammad Hassan stuff either, where they just kind of
all gang up on him. Yeah.
That's
at least more within the storyline, I guess. But the Pewter thing is just like 3 asshole bullies being bullies. And especially Benoit, like knowing where that was going, like, a year and a half later, like that feels like really gross. To
Holly,
watch.
I mean, Holly's no better. Yeah. Like
he's a piece of shit too. So it's like, you're
doing.
So I agree with you, but I do think it gets cooking after that. The finish is super memorable. Plus you get Vince tearing the quads.
It's the best. Oh, I see it all the time, like on YouTube Shorts or something. And every time it's on, I watch it every single time.
When he sits down.
I wish I would pay a ton of money to be standing near him so I could hear the sound he makes when it tears.
Oh my god!
Is it like is it like that sharp? Like
I'm sure he was like, "What the fuck?" And it's funny because if you believe, like, I still don't know what to buy, but I think I lean toward it was a mistake. Like, it wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, I think it was.
So what do you think of the fact that he tore both of his quads on a fucking botch? Like, really
over a
adds to it. You know what I mean? Now, those things
Yeah.
are probably barely hanging on anyway. So, like, the next thing he did, probably they were going to be gone. But,
It
like,
was waiting. Yeah.
and it might have been in the gym. So we might have never saw it. So this was good that it happened this way because we get to enjoy
Yeah,
it.
we got to see him in an
What's
absurd
more
amount of pain.
entertaining, though? That or Shane when he comes in at 30, WrestleMania 39, and he's jumping around doing the fucking thing, and then leapfrogs and collapses, and like
That's
they're close. Gonna like call the fucking match on the fly
against the Miz. I think they're close, but I think the only thing that puts Vince slightly ahead is how awkward his body works.
Yeah,
like it worked. Like Shane has some fluidity in his body. Vince, it's like I've never seen anybody go down like that. Like it's so ridiculous.
He had to sit there and like run a major storyline for a match while against the ropes. But the Shane one, I love the Shane one because like he's doing all those stupid fucking movements. And then he just like he makes a big fucking show. He comes out, he's dancing around, flipping, and then he immediately just goes down. Like it's they're both great. Okay, I think this ahead of 08. And well, I don't know. Was the Cena surprise better than anything in 05?
I think the Cena surprise itself is better. I think this is a better overall match. And you know who gets kind of no credit for this match that should is the next year they do Rey Mysterio from number 2 to the end. Rey Mysterio is amazing in this match. Like if he, I would have believed it more if he won this match than the one the next year. Edge is good in it too. I think this one's just like, it feels kind of like a perfect storm of like big enough stars in it to make it interesting. You're crowning new guys, and the undercard is not so weak that like,
okay,
there's very few guys in it you don't care about. Yeah,
let's leave it. Okay, what do we got next?
Next up is going to be the 2020 Men's Royal Rumble.
All right, so I'll be honest. The newer stuff, as we know, is kind of a little bit more of a black hole for me. If I haven't rewatched it for a project, I probably haven't seen this since 2020. And that year obviously destroyed a lot of brain cells. So I remember Edge's return. I remember the massive pop when Drew wins. And that's a really great moment. So I know this is going to be high. I know it's well regarded as a Rumble, but tell me like your thoughts on where it should be.
Well, I think it goes right under 2018 for now. I think 2018 is a stronger Rumble. But this Rumble tells a very unique story with Brock. Like he comes in as champion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the title's not on the line, but he's there to like win and go fight the other champion kind of thing. And for the first 15 guys, it's just Brock destroying them, which again, on its surface, I know we're like 6 years removed from it, and Brock's destroyed lots of guys, but no one had ever done anything like that in the Royal Rumble before.
Right.
And so it made it very interesting. And, you know, you got to see him interact with guys like Keith Lee and call him, hey, a big boy's coming. He interacted with MVP dancing to his music. Like, so I thought that was so interesting and brilliant. And then they have Drew knock him out distinctively. The rest of the match is very strong too, with Edge very involved, Orton and Edge's reunion. And again, they use Roman Reigns absolutely perfectly by throwing him in there at the end for Drew to knock out and win. I think it's an underrated Rumble. I could be convinced it might be a top 5 Rumble. I'm not sure.
It's also like one of the last. It's weird. It's got like this double bubble. It's like the end of the bloated era because that's about to get washed away. But it's also kind of one of the last like feel good before COVID, right? Like they still have another couple pay-per-views like February and March. I think Chamber in March is the last one. So, but it's like kind of the last major pay-per-view. But on the other side of the bubble again, like, and I'm not saying we should rank based on this, but like, I feel like Drew's win being so
huge.
I mean, but his Mania win gets so fucked up that like a little bit, like it's almost like it's not the Benoit thing, but it's like similar in that it's hard to separate from the match, right? So like to me, Drew wins, you feel so good, it's like so visceral and emotional, and then you just know what happened to it. It's like that he didn't get this friggin' big Mania moment in Tampa, beating Brock Lesnar to become champion. Like that would have been so awesome in a packed stadium with a packed crowd, and he deserved it. He was so hot. which is why I'm glad he won the world title off Cody Rhodes recently, because he deserves that, right? That run. So I don't. It's not going to affect it on this. I just think historically, when you look at it, it's kind of like, oh, like, man, like it weighs a little bit in there. So I'm fine with this being above 05 because I think the moments are bigger. And again, it kind of being the end of an era in a good way, not in a bad way. It's kind of the end of it's kind of the end of the network bloated era. Like, I don't remember when did the Cox start? That was like 01, 02, right? 21, 22, I mean. So like this feels like the end of the WWE network bloated show era that started in 14, right? Kind of started with like around 30, like so like 30 to 36, you know what I mean? Like that 6-year stretch you think of like long shows, great workers, you know, excess on the network, just tons of fucking content. You know, Cena losing a match and then winning 2 over guys that need wins. like that's what I kind of think of when I think of that era, you know what I mean? Right, and it's right before Reigns takes over too, right? So it's kind of the end of that too, like before the Bloodline era kicks in. Like we're right on.
This is the last of Reigns until SummerSlam, I believe.
Yeah, because he doesn't work at all really during the COVID stuff because of the cancer. They keep him out of there.
In the end, too, like just one last thing to throw out there from my side is that like I really appreciate Royal Rumbles that tell a consistent story start to finish. And I think when you look at them, there's not that many of them. And I think this one does. Like there's so much Brock stuff and then it gets transferred to Drew. So it carries through. So that's a big point for me when it comes to this one.
All right. What's next?
Next up is the 2003 matchup between Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle.
And I feel like we're kind of wearing the colors because Kurt had like the red and blue.
Yeah.
And Benoit, I think, had the, did he have the black with the, or do you have something else? Maybe he had blue. Did he have blue in that match? I can't remember. Anyway. All right. This is our first match on the list that we both had at 5 stars.
Okay.
I haven't watched it in a while, but I think it holds up. Last I did watch it. It's one of the, I think, the most classic pure wrestling matches they've ever done in the company.
Yes.
No gimmicks, no weapons, no interference.
Nope.
Just like 2 great workers telling a story. And it's like,
that makes sense.
Yes. And it's Benoit a year early, right? Because the end of 02, they're trying to heat him up. And you're thinking, okay, maybe this is the time. And Angle retains to go to Mania. And then you get the rumors that Angle's too injured to fight Brock, that Benoit may win the belt on SmackDown, whatever, you know. So he's in the mix at that level, you know. Yeah. We also get the Benoit standing ovation after the match. And the fact that this follows Steiner and Triple H is like just epic, right? It's like you go just complete ends of the spectrum. I believe it's after it, right? I think so. Of course, yeah. I don't think Triple H would have been even more of a disaster if it was after that. I think this is after that.
I think Benoit was wearing red, by the way.
Okay, so you embody all of them. So just a great match. I mean, it's right now. I mean, are we doing this based on like what we want to watch or what we think is the best match? If we're ranking the top matches, it's number 1. Do I say I'd want to watch it over the 90 Rumble? I don't know. You know what I mean?
I think we have to give it credit for being so technically excellent, so unlike anything. And again, like I think this is the match that kind of made Benoit in the end. Not that he wasn't like important before, but I think him being able to hang with Angle so believably, winning over the crowd, that's probably one of the seeds that was like, oh, like maybe this guy can be a world champion in the company's eyes, right? I also like that Benoit loses, like, and it's a loss that like you're not even mad at, because I don't know if you remember during the time when Benoit would lose, people would often be like that sucks, they're just burying him again or whatever. But this one, it's like, okay, like, Angle was legit enough that it was like, okay, no problem. Do I want to throw it on right now? Maybe. Like I don't know how you feel about Benoit anymore. We haven't talked about this in a long time, but like,
we'll save it for GWE.
Yeah, but I'm not going to put him in GWE because I don't want to really do a deep dive. But when I have had to watch his matches, like he hasn't bothered me as much.
You know
why?
It
bothers me. Why?
I'll tell you why.
I'm an asshole?
No, because we're all assholes. We've all been so we've all been so desensitized to heroes and legends and the world sucking. Like I think it's just like we're more used to now, you know, like politicians right now. Like, right, we're used to
Yeah.
just dealing with awful people doing things that we like, so it's like at the time it was the worst thing that happened, and there wasn't a ton of that out there just yet. Like, I'm sure it was happening. We just weren't as privy to it without the internet was still kind of, blossoming, right? Twitter was still becoming. So it's like the more we've had insight into people and things, we've learned a lot worse about people, right? So I think we've just become desensitized. So it doesn't make it any better, or like, I think we're just like, all right, this guy did, reprehensible things.
Yeah.
But,
we
had the same discussion when we talked about the Hogan thing. It was like, how do you, when he passed away, we kind of talked about what he meant and how he grew up. It's like, how do you take that part of your childhood out of you? Like, I don't know. It's hard. It's complex.
Yeah. I also think that, and maybe this is wrong, but like, because this is such a straight wrestling match, like it almost paints him in a more forgiving light. So it's like, for instance, like I'm uncomfortable watching him rough up Daniel Puder. Because that's like, he's like, there's like a glee to that and to hurting somebody else.
Yeah. Or matches where he's taking chair shots to the head and you can see the brain trauma like leaking in as it's happening, like.
That's it. Like when I watch this match, I'm not reminded. Like, I'll always be reminded because it was, like you said, it was a horrible thing, but it's not in my face that like, oh, this is a murderer. It's like, oh, this is a great
He doesn't quite have the look yet. It's more like 05 on is where he starts to get the look. As Roxette once said. But this, what I like about too, if I remember, I'll close the show with that. What I like about this too is a lot of times these matches, and I've brought this up a lot lately on different shows, but like they can feel exhibition-y, right? Like Sean and Owen in your house. So we'll talk about that next month, I'm sure. Like that feels exhibition-y to me. Actually, we probably won't talk about it because I don't think it's even going to make the list. But right, Bulldog and Owen on the Euro finals. It feels like a choreographed exhibition. This could have been
2018's AJ Styles.
Yeah, those. It's like even Brett and Benoit on that Nitro, the Owen tribute. Great match, but it feels like, okay, we're putting on a show. This didn't have that vibe. So that's why I think it
felt like a competition. Yeah.
All right, so what's your gut value? Higher or lower than 90 Rumble?
Higher.
Okay. All right, what's next?
Up next, from the 2023 Royal Rumble, it's Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns.
All right. So
this is the Sami Zayn.
Yeah, which I think we had this. Yeah, I'm higher on this than you. I had it at 4.5, and I have rewatched it within the last year or so. And I think I think it's a great match. I think it's a great story. The post match is like awesome. Now I was also there, right, in San Antonio, so I think that probably adds a little bit of juice because and it kind of had those vibes of like it's a very rich man's version of this, but like Shawn in '93. I don't know. I have to think of another couple, like where Triple H in '03, maybe, where every month you keep thinking like this could be the guy, but you know deep down that they're going to go to Mania. like you knew that him and Sammy weren't winning. Roman Reigns wasn't losing, and little do we know, it'd be another year. But like Roman Reigns was not losing the belt at the Rumble when you had WrestleMania in LA 2 months later, right? So but the execution is so good that it's freaking believable in the moment that they could do it. And like I do think Owens is interesting, and maybe it's just me, but he's almost become that type of guy when he's in the match, like listed for a pay-per-view is a top match. I'm like, all right, this feels like just a kill the month, move on kind of thing, right? It's like, he's not going to win, right? So it almost feels like kind of like, been there, done that. And then the match happens and you're like, fuck, he's so awesome. And like, he brings you in every time. And it's a match we'll talk about later, but like, actually, no, we're not going to because it's February technically. But this past year's match with Cody, right? Like, I felt the same way. Like, oh, we're going back to KO, and then you watch the match, like, fuck, KO is so good, and I get that a lot with him. So that all said, I would probably have this like above Dudley's Hardys. I'm guessing. I don't think it'd be super high.
Yeah.
But give me your thoughts, because I know you're like lower on the late era Bloodline stuff than I am.
Yeah, and it's not because I think the character what I find frustrating with the Bloodline story is that as the Bloodline story proceeded and kept going, the characters got so much better. Like I thought the characterization and the storytelling, not necessarily always in the matches, but also like just everything around the matches was getting better and better and better and better. And this is almost like, I think this might be the climax of it, actually.
You don't think the Chamber?
However,
him and Sammy
against
in Montreal? Yeah.
Maybe that's a hard one to rank because anyway, we'll talk about that one next month. Yeah. But because if that was the climax, Sammy probably should have won, right?
I think the real climax is 39. Like that's like the end to me of the original Bloodline because you feel like you should have lost. Then the next year after that to me is like the coda to the story. Like, but him retaining at 39 to me feels like the end of the original Bloodline ascension.
Yeah. So all that to be said, I really like the characterizations, but I found the matches were always the same. Like it was always the exact same formula. Right. It was always like Owens has got him, and then someone comes in. And so I get it. They're heels. They got to do things like that. But they weren't even ever creative with how they brought them in. It was always just someone running in or someone in a hood. So I really struggle with that. I like Kevin Owens a lot. However, I find that you're talking about people that are that it looks like an exhibition. That's often how I feel with Kevin Owens matches lately. I don't get the sense that he is trying to win matches. I get the sense that he's trying to do big moves and it's exhibition-y. And he's great. Like he's really good at it. But for me, that always takes a bit away. So I think the combination of those two things, and I also feel that like I'd have to go back and see like how long was that match? I'm looking it up right now. Yeah. Like the length of the matches in this era of the Bloodline were maybe this one's wrong. Oh, this one's only 19 minutes. So this
I don't think this one was that long. Yeah.
No, it's not
because they had the two rumbles. Like you can only go so long. I feel like
that's it. I just find that but for me, that 19 minutes felt long, and probably because at that point I'm conditioned to just wait for someone to come in and interfere.
And both rumbles are long in that show. Which
that's it. And not believing Owens had a chance. I wonder, and I don't know this. I wonder if this one gets looked at a bit more clearly because of the post-match stuff, which is fine. I think it's fine
and that is, I always think of you when I'm grading because you've always said like that should be counted as part of the match because it's part of the story. Yeah. Right? So I think that's true. So okay, would you have it above Dudley Hardy's?
I think so. Yes. Okay. And what's it right? It's above 2008
Rumble. No, we have it below the 08 Rumble right now. I mean, how do you rank the Cena return versus like the post-match?
I think I like the Cena stuff better, but again, I don't know. It's hard in a vacuum. This might be better in the whole picture of the over dramatics of the Bloodline. Like, I think that might be. That's where I struggle with it. I could see it ahead of these Rumbles, though. Not ahead of 2020, but I could see it going ahead of 2008
and 5,
maybe 2005 because of that moment.
Okay. Yeah, let's start it there. We'll see as we go. All right. And then what is next?
Next up is from New Year's Revolution, the Elimination Chamber.
All right. Why don't you kick us off on this one? Because this was your addition to the list here late in the game.
I just think it needed to be talked about because we are counting the cash-in, correct? Mm-hmm. So I think this is a really solid chamber. I think it's really interesting what they do in it. I love that it comes down to Cena against the new guys, which is Carlito and Masters. I think this probably gets remembered a lot more fondly if Carlito and Masters go on to become like main event players, but they don't. But I think if we're counting the cash-in for mere historical value, we at least have to give this a discussion because this was the first one. It was well done. They held it off for almost a year. And it was the end of Cena's like super long, his first title reign, right? Not the super long one, but his first title reign where the audience was rejecting it, right? And it was interesting they went with the edge. Like this was his first world title as well. So I just think there's a lot going on in it that I think it needs to be talked about. I don't know how high it can go, But like when I compare it to say like Dudley and Hardy's, I think this probably would be ahead of it, right? I know that maybe that sounds crazy, but like historically, it makes sense because of that cash in. It all depends on how you feel about the cash in.
I mean, the cash-in's all time. Like, I think I have that. Like, I think when I grade this, like, they're separate matches to me. Like, so the cash-in, I have like a 5-star, right? But I think for this purpose, it's kind of one thing. Yeah. The weird part with the Carlito and Masters is I don't think they did it to put over the young guys. I think they did it to give Cena a pop because they knew if he was the way that the late 05 went, if he was in there at the end with Sean or Kurt or whatever, like he was going to get booed. So this was kind of a sneaky way to like make sure he's cheered, but still send the crowd home happy with Edge.
Yeah. Well, it also built him up a bit in the match. It made the crowd a little mad, not just a pop, but it made them a bit mad, so that when Edge came in, it was even more cathartic.
Yeah, agreed. This night is not over. I would definitely have above Rock and Jericho. Dudley's Hardy's means so much in such a hotter time, but Edge, if we are definitely counting the cash in, which we've committed to doing, this has to be up there because it just makes him into a main event star, and it sets the Money in the Bank cash ins up for
forever,
20 years of being a gimmick. So maybe above but we'll see as we go.
Yeah, it's a shame that they don't run with Edge a little longer.
Yeah, he just gets screwed by the timing that they had to pull the trigger because the contract was going to run out, but they weren't. They wanted to do Cena Triple H at Mania, which when you look back, like they easily could have done that non-title, like because Cena retains anyway.
Yeah,
so you could have just done a Legends Cena versus Triple H match, and had Edge defend on the undercard, but
just do what they did.
Like, fully challenge him for the belt. Because Edge wins anyway. All right, what's next?
Next up, it's Sasha Banks and Ronda Rousey from Royal Rumble 2019.
All right. This was Phoenix. Is this Phoenix?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so I had this at 4.25. I think it's one of Rousey's best matches. I'm not gonna sit here and pontificate on it because I don't remember it like super well. But I did do that recently because Marcus and I did a 2018-19 war like within the last couple of years. So I trust my grade on it. Like I don't think it was an in the moment thing. Obviously, I'm a Ronda fan. So that's always going to resonate with me. This feels like very late era Sasha as well. Here. So
this is right before she's crying on the floor.
My gut dart throw has it below the Chamber.
Yeah, because in the end it didn't end. I think it might be technically a better match than the Chamber, but it's nowhere near as important.
Doesn't mean anything.
But I do think but I do love that they did the match, right? Like you have Ronda Rousey against the Four Horsewomen. Match we never got
year. Like that's her good year. Like 18 until 19 is kind of that's her run, right? Because the later stuff is kind of diminishing returns. But that first year is all her like classics mainly. She's got the stuff later with like Charlotte or whatever in 22. But like this was like her run. But again, in the end, it's just a great match, right? So so I think it belongs to be recognized. I don't know 100% if I want it above that Dudley's Hardy's. I know we're using that as our barometer right now, so we'll see.
Yeah.
It just Dudley's Hardy's means a lot.
It does.
And it's way more memorable. Like, I don't think a lot of people would even remember. If I had to tell you who did Ronda fight at Rumble 19, most people, unless you're really like big fan of that era, you're probably not remembering that. But Dudley's Hardy's in MSG with the cab, like everyone remembers.
Yeah. But again, let's throw this idea out there too. Like, if you told me watch either of those matches right now, I'd go towards Sasha and Ronda. But that might be because I'm just like, I want to see if it holds up the way I remember it.
I'm falling asleep at Dudley's Hardy's all day. All right, what's next?
Yeah.
Next.
So do you want to put Dudley's and Hardy's ahead of it, or?
Let's just see. We can leave it there for now. We got time.
Okay.
Cena Styles 2017.
Jesus. Oh man. Do we have this at 5 or no?
I have it at 4.75. I think.
Okay, and I have it at 4.5.
Maybe less.
No, you're at 4.75.
Yeah. Okay.
No, great match. I mean, their series is amazing. I think I like SummerSlam better.
I did like SummerSlam better. I think the 16. Yeah. I remember being disappointed that Cena won, but I get why they did it. Because AJ, I felt, still had quite a bit in the tank, but I guess they wanted to transition the belt to Bray Wyatt so he can fight Orton with the maggots at WrestleMania.
They had to get to the maggots. This
Obviously.
this feels like a poor man's Benoit Angle, but a richer man's Sasha Rousey. So it's like a great match.
Yeah.
Title on the line. Long term, it doesn't really do or mean much like for either guy. Like they already had a classic. Like it's just another classic match with them. So I don't know. I think I'd have it above Reigns Owens. I just think it's a much better match. But like,
well,
actually, I guess I have a game, so I don't know.
I think I might have it in between those two Rumbles.
18 and 20. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Like, I love the Cena Styles match. I think I would go 5 stars if Cena sold a bit more at the end of the match. Because he basically beats him, and I think this is the one where he beats him, and then like just jumps up right away and is 1,000% fine.
Is that Cena's last great match before like this run?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, because he's kind of done. Like he doesn't. Yeah. The Mania match is kind of whatever.
That's the mixed tag, right?
Yeah.
And then Reigns later in the year is a bit disappointing. Then he's in the Rumble. He's in that Rumble, and he's great in it. 2018, Undertaker's kind of underwhelming. Yeah, I think it is his last great match.
Yeah, and him and Reigns at SummerSlam 21 is like good, but
yeah, it's not nowhere. It doesn't touch this. No, that's good positioning. I think.
Next up, the 2010 Royal Rumble.
This one's hard because this is the Rumble that, like, when I was watching all the Rumbles back or doing everything for like when I'm watching all the pay-per-views, this is one that I had in super high regard. I was like, oh, it's like a 5-star Rumble kind of thing. And I feel that this is the one that held up the least of everything. I think it's still great, but I think it doesn't quite hold up as wonderful as I remember it. Like there's far too many slow sections in the match.
Yeah, I'm trying to like jog my memory on it. It's
Michaels and the Emotions at the end.
Yeah, is this Punk?
Yeah, and the straight edge, but then they kill him. Like he's just getting cooking, and then Triple H comes out and kills him, right? And once that happens, the match kind of dies. It dies until Cena and Michaels get back in it. And then they get rid of Triple H right away, and then it kind of dies again until the very end. And I don't know how you feel too. I actually think Edge is a pretty underwhelming winner here, even though it's a surprise.
Yeah, I agree. And he doesn't even end up winning at Mania, right?
No, he loses to Jericho, right?
Yeah, it's a good Rumble. I look at this list and I mean, Rock Jericho's plummeting, but I'd probably have it just above that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I mean, when you have to struggle to kind of remember some beats, when we said I remembered more. Like I do love the straight edge society stuff, but like you said, it just kind of ends.
It's quick. It's way quicker than you remember. And Michaels is hard to watch at the end. The overacting is like 211 with him, like, oh geez. Like,
yeah.
So as much as I love the story, I love how he falls out of the ring. I think that's brilliant. But then what followed it?
And where did you guys say it goes?
You can go to
Rock
22
Jericho?
right now. Yeah, just above Rock Jericho.
Yeah.
And even then, I'd have to think. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think right here is actually a good little pause point for us to kind of shuffle what we have, like see if what we have is where it needs to be, because we're at the halfway point.
Yeah, I think what we have is good.
Yeah. Okay. I think it actually looks pretty good right now. Like I don't think we'll see what anything else does to it, but this feels
we
okay.
Got the 3 or 4 other, perfect matches coming. So
yeah.
Well, next up, it is the 2009 Royal Rumble.
All right, so this is Legacy.
Yeah.
With Orton winning.
Yeah. A great story. Like a wonderful story, start to finish. I don't even mind Triple H being in there all the time because I think he's a good foil for Legacy. The only thing about it is once you get past Legacy, there's not a lot of things that I remember about the match.
Yeah.
This is the RVD return. This is Duggan, I think, comes back too. But I'm enamored with the story of Legacy in the match because up until that point, I don't remember them doing a match-long story like that. So I love
So
that.
it feels like it'd be above 10. Would you have it above Dudley's Hardys?
Right now, no.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Which is crazy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have to spend too much time on it. I think that's fine.
Yeah. If I'm struggling to think of things in it, right?
Yeah. And that's why I don't want to deep dive too much. Like I want to be like, what do we remember? What stands out? What's great about it? And if we're struggling to think of those things, then
yeah, what's the point?
Well, let's really rack your brain. We're going to the top of the rest. It is the 1992 Royal Rumble.
All right.
Okay.
Number one.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to break it down. It's number one. Greatest Rumble of all time, greatest Rumble performance probably of all time, greatest Rumble commentary of all time. Loaded match.
Star-studded. Yeah, like perfectly paced in a lot of like I was trying to poke holes in it when I was thinking about it the other day. Like, what are the holes? Are there any slow parts? And there's not. Like, Flair's just too good in it.
That's the only hole. I remember way back, like here's a random story. When I was living in Connecticut in an apartment, and I don't know why, I was with my father-in-law for like the afternoon or something for whatever reason. And he was not like a wrestling fan. I think he like anyone he watched in the 80s, like my brother, whatever the fuck. And the DVD had just come out. It was the Flair DVD. And I was like, oh, we should watch this. This is a kill time. I put it on. And he was like enamored by it. He like loved it, like was so into it.
Yeah.
Like it just holds so well. And it's such a good story. And I just remember him being engaged. And I'm like, this is a guy who doesn't really care about wrestling, you know, and he was like into it.
I have the same thing. One of my best friends at the time didn't watch. We threw that on, him and his wife, and they were like, the old guy's not going to, like the whole time they're like, how is this old guy still here? How's this old guy still here? And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, you're going to hate the end. But by the end, they were cheering for him. So it's like,
it's perfect.
It's special. We don't need to argue it anymore. Like,
yeah. All right. What's next?
You got to be fair to Flair.
The finish is number one, but for now, it's definitely number one.
Yeah. I'm going to be hard pressed.
Next up, Royal Rumble 2001's Jericho Benoit.
There's a lot of Benoit in January. So this is kind of like what we talked about earlier with the types of matches that you can struggle with, right? Because this has the chair shot on the tope. The lion tamer on the top of the ladder is really cool.
Amazing.
These guys, obviously, they kind of went through a few different feuds. This is like probably their best little stretch with the IC belt.
Is this the last time they really fight? Like on big.
They might fight on TV somewhere. I think it's the last pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
It's a great match. I'd have to look at what I have it. Probably 4.5.
Don't they wrestle at One Night Stand? Or am I misplacing?
No, that's Benoit and Eddie.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jericho fights Storm.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. In the lion tamer gear. I
have it at 4.5.
Yeah, I'm okay. But here's the thing. I'm actually okay with putting it at the bottom. I know that sounds insane, but like this is exactly what we were talking about before with watching him get hit in the head. Like technically it would be high. Like it would be like number 3, technically, I think.
Well, I'm 4.5, you're 4.25. So like to me, that's around probably like the 05 Rumble. Like and it's an IC title match, like, but it's probably one of the better IC title matches, like, you know,
of all time. Yeah.
But I'm fine if you want to have it last. I'm not gonna.
What do you feel like?
I don't know. Like I would just say if we just kind of throw everything out the window, you know, probably I'd have it. I mean, maybe below the cash-in. So I keep forgetting the cash-ins involved. Probably above Sasha and Ronda.
But let's put it there. Let's put it there.
But I'm also okay not aggrandizing. Like I'm fine if we just want to say it's too rough to watch.
I don't know if it's too. I don't know if it's too rough to watch. I think
I would argue the 05 Rumble is tougher to watch of a Benoit match because he looks like he started with that look, and he abuses pewter.
And he's in there a long time in that Rumble too. All right, next.
Next up is gonna be the 2002 Royal Rumble.
All right, this one's gonna go high. I do think this is one of the best Rumble matches of all time. I have it at 4.5. This is like, you know, and I think you look at the trend, right? The best Rumbles tend to be the most star-studded, right? Like 92 is loaded, 90 is loaded, 18 is loaded. This one is loaded. Like you have all the top stars of the Attitude Era in this match. Like they supercharge it up. Except I guess Rock, right, and Jericho. They're the only two not in it, right? That are like mega stars of the era. You get the Hurricane moment with the double choke slam, Mr. Perfect's return, which is cool. Goldust return. You have the Undertaker Maven, which is like super memorable. Triple H gets the mega pop for the win. It's a great Rumble.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of egregious things in it, like RVD getting pedigreed and tossed out, but it doesn't really hurt the match that much, I think.
No, he just got hosed. Him and Booker get hosed because they come in at like 28 and 30. And it's like they had to get to the end. The Rumble, like, you don't want to put guys you care about at the end unless you're going to win. Like, because the guys that come in 30 are always going to go out quick.
That's just the flaw. That's the only flaw in the booking, is not getting them in earlier. But that being said, they always had someone in the ring you cared about. And that's the hallmark of a great Rumble. Either you have a face you're cheering for or a heel that you're begging is going to get eliminated. If you have that in the ring, that's the magic of 90. 90, there's always someone in there you care about. And there's always.
Would you have this above 18?
No, I would not have it above 18. I would not have it above 20 either. For me, I don't think.
I'm okay giving you 18. I think it's good. I think it's above 20 just based on the stars. Okay. Like, to me, and you have super memorable stuff. With Maven, with Perfect's return, with the finish, with the choke slam,
the gum and the ropes. Yeah. Okay, so let's put it. Do you want to put it behind Cena Styles or ahead?
Above Cena Styles.
Okay, go for it.
I think it's just a bigger match. Like, it means a lot.
Yeah.
and even though it's maligned long term, Triple H's return is super over. Like, he's very red hot.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's just it's like you were talking about the Mania moments for some of the other ones, and that this is one of them where it just kind of falls flat. But again, if we're not counting it against Drew, we're not going to count it against Triple H.
Right. That's right, George.
Next up is the 2018 Women's Royal Rumble.
So, I think this is another one that kind of just made the cut, but it's very historic. I would say until recently, it was probably the best Women's Rumble, right? Because they kind of struggled for a couple years after that one to like get that magic. Now they loaded it with gimmicks, like with like legends, and which is cool.
And fine. Like,
it's a great winner with Asuka.
Great ending too.
Right, but Mania does kind of take a little piss off of that, right? You get Rousey coming out after, which I think is tagged to the Rumble because it's a cool moment.
Yeah,
with her and Charlotte coming out. There's some great pops with the returns. I think it's a really fun match.
And the returns, what's cool about the returns in this match is that when you look at some of the people that returned in the match, you don't necessarily see them as like very good workers. It's like, oh, it's cool to see Kelly. It's cool to see this person, cool to see that person. However, when they come into this match and they're kind of melded in there with the newer women, nobody looks out of place except for maybe Vicky Guerrero. But like even then, that was a comedy bit in it. So I think that's actually really interesting. I think
this is the one that Sasha drives.
Is she in first?
One of them.
No, I think it's Sasha.
Awesome. I think it's Sasha, and she's like phenomenal, like driving the match the whole way.
Yeah, she's wearing the Eddie Guerrero gear, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's her. Like, I remember when I watched it back, I was like, "Fuck!" Like, she is so good, like steering the match along. From the one spot.
We gave Sasha some props when we did the best worker of each month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she comes
in number one. She lasts 54 minutes.
Yeah, she drives.
She only gets in. That's it. And Becky Lynch is in there a while, 30 minutes too. Yeah. Oh man, there's some really cool things in this, like Michelle McCool coming in, Vicky coming in.
So would you put this above Sasha Ronda?
I think it's certainly more important than Sasha Ronda.
So and maybe right below the cash-in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I think long term, there's not a lot of like Asuka was going to be a star no matter what. Rousey could have debuted wherever. Like that Edge cash-in kind of had to happen the way it happened. Beating Cena after a long match like that was so perfect.
Yeah. I just remember leaving the 2018 Rumble thinking, and with both of them thinking like, oh, the company's on track.
Yeah.
And this is so fun and interesting. Like,
with Knock and Asuka winning, and it felt like a big deal.
Yeah, and Rousey showing it. Yeah.
You said below the cash-in, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
I still think it's funny because I didn't even think we were going to have that on the list, and now it's going to end up. This could be the surprise, I think, and end up at like 15 or something.
I think 2002 Rumble is not to us, but I think that's a surprise in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that's such a great match.
Let's see if you surprise me with the 2016 Royal Rumble.
I mean, really good Rumble. The AJ debut is an all-time Rumble moment. I had this at 4.25. So did you.
Yeah.
So let's just look at it quick against the other Rumble. And so the winner is who wins that one? Reigns? Oh no, that's
Triple H.
Triple H. Right. Okay,
Wins
that's
the
the world
championship.
title. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually gets a big pop when he wins the match.
Well, because it's against Reigns. I mean, look, they just hate him. Like,
and you get Ambrose at the end too, right?
Yeah, and you get a super hot Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens sequence.
Yep.
In the middle.
All right. So where do you have this with the women's Rumble? Ahead?
I think it's ahead of the women's. I think it's
ahead of 08. Is the AJ pop versus the Cena return?
Well, the AJ pop, and then he's also in the match for like 25 minutes or whatever. I think that matters, and he looks great in the match.
Better than 05?
I think so. Like, I think to me, this match is like the baby 2018. Whereas 2018 is more tied in together throughout with everything. This has like little spots that are great, but it's not quite there. So
I don't think it's above. You think it's above KO and Reigns?
Probably not.
Okay. So you want to put it above 05 for now?
How does that feel for you?
Yeah, I think it's okay for now.
I mean, the only
I can see moving it down as we finalize the list, but
yeah, I could see 05 going ahead of it because 05 makes or helps make Cena and Batista, but whereas this one doesn't really do that.
Right. But it is for the world title, so I mean that's important.
Yeah.
And in theory, he was going to set up Reigns and Triple H to be like the kickoff of Reigns.
Well, it did set that up, and that's what happened. It just
right. I know, but it should have been better. Should have been a squash. Yeah. All right, what's next?
Next up, the triple threat from 2015: Cena, Brock, Seth.
All right, so you have this at 5. I'm 4.75. We were there live.
Yeah,
it's a dog shit show carried by this match. And we saw a great ROH show the night before. I can't remember if you were with us for that. You were. Right?
I was.
Yeah. And we had that great 6-man, and it was like, okay, we've seen the best match of the weekend, and these 3 fucks come out and like crush it. And this is a big match for Seth because he hadn't really had this yet outside of the Shield.
Nope.
So it's kind of like, is he gonna like get in the way of Cena Brock? And no, he was great in the match. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember during the match too, they were worried that like we're taking Brock out at one point. We thought they were taking him away, so there was going to be a new champion. Then he comes back and like destroys them. Like, this match is something else, man. Maybe
where do you have it versus Benoit and Angle? We'll count it as a 5-5 for this list. I'm probably a hair below, like so.
Yeah. I think Benoit and Angle is probably a better match. And probably more important long term. Better or worse.
Right.
Yeah, I think it probably goes there. That's how it feels for me.
Okay. I think it's fine there.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's put it right behind Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle. There we go. Okay. Interesting.
Next up. The 2023 Men's Royal Rumble.
All right, so that's Cody. That's Gunther.
But Cody comes in at 30, right?
Yeah, that's his return from the injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody's 30, but he's in 15 minutes. They do the long ending. This is a very long Rumble. Yes. It's an hour and 11 minutes. And Gunther's phenomenal in it.
Gunther's amazing.
This is where Lashley eliminates Brock.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look if there's any big surprises. No, it's Ricochet and Logan Paul. Is that when they do their spot? They're both in it.
That sounds about right.
Dom has a long run when he's like kind of ascending, 25 minutes. Gargano has a long run. Drew goes 40. Now that said, I can't remember a ton besides Gunther just being awesome and the pop for Cody. I was there again. It opens the show. It feels in the world of 09 and 10, but I think I'd have it above those because I think Gunther's run's historical and Cody means more long-term to the company.
We put it ahead of Dudley's and Hardy's.
I think I'm ahead of Jericho Benoit even. I'm thinking about it feels like the women's Rumble where it's like kind of means a lot to the modern era.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, let's put it just below the Women's Rumble. I think
it's a big match for Gunther because like he was in his reign, but 23 is kind of his big year. So it kind of kicks off, that, and then you get the triple threat at Mania, right? And that kind of gets him going.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, oh, okay, they believe in this guy now, like at a world title level. Like this is the first time it felt that way.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. Oh boy.
Next up, Cactus Triple H.
All right. So to me,
if I go with your gut right away.
Gut number 2 right now over Benoit Angle, below the 92 Rumble.
That's me too. I'm right there.
I think it's a bigger match and a hotter era. It makes Triple H. Cactus, it gets him going again after the dreadful late 99 Foley sweatpants era.
Yeah.
The crowd is rabid. You get the hole in the leg. You get the callback to the year before with the handcuffs.
The Rock. And the Rock coming out and saving him after bludgeoning him the year before.
Yep, the pedigree and the thumbtacks.
Oh, disgusting.
The build is awesome. So
I think this is a no-brainer.
Okay, what's next?
Next up, the 1994 Royal Rumble.
All right, this is probably gonna be higher because it's us versus other people doing it.
Yeah,
because we both love this Rumble.
Yeah, it's great. Like it's way better than you remember it. Not you, but you watching. It's another one where they're just very smart about the booking, and they always have someone in there that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You start with like Steiner, then you get Diesel in there for a while. You get the heels teaming up on Doink, which is a great spot. And then you're bringing in Luger. Luger is really good at this. Michaels is incredible throughout the whole match. Yep. He doesn't get talked about enough in terms of how good he is in this match. You got the drama of is Brett going to come back? Then they do the fake out earlier with Bastion Booger. Like it's just got so much going on, and the ending is kind of perfectly executed.
Yeah, even though you look back and you think, oh, the tie, Rumble, or whatever, but it's really well done. It sets up a great Mania setup. I think only one negative, we talked about this too, I think we did now entering the Rumble, like Owen coming off that hot angle, just kind of gets trucked by Diesel. And it's forgettable. So we talked about how he probably shouldn't even been in the match, but I think it's a great Rumble. I think it's like a slightly poorer man's 90, So I think it's probably below 2020. Where you have it above or below 23? It does restart Brett's ascent to the top, so it's not like.
But I'm okay with putting it above 2020. And I know that maybe sounds crazy, but like,
I'm okay with that.
I'll take anything. I think it's that good a match, and I think it's that interesting what's going on.
Yeah,
I don't care about the tie. I think it's cool. Like it's different. Like,
and the crowd bites on like the back and forth and all that, So. Okay.
And again, it's a great Rumble where they've woven in a bunch of stories, like something as silly as Crush, right? Like, or Bam Bam and Doink. Like that's not a feat. They don't really do that anymore, but it's hemmed in, and I like it a lot.
And you get the Sean Marty. It's kind of one of the last throwdowns.
That's right. And they go nuts on each other.
Yeah.
And the classic call about Adam Bomb. Who is going to win the Royal
Adam Bomb's going to win the Royal Rumble. And then you get DiBiase just like eviscerating him. Like, what a waste. Yep. That's one of DiBiase's like, of his shit return. He's actually really good in that Rumble. That's like one of his few like good stuff in that run. All right. 2014, Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt. Match still holds up quite a bit. But this was one of our last ones on the list. The Sister Abigail into the railing is like really nasty. But again, it's hard to separate like what that night becomes off of this because it feels like him losing is supposed to set up him winning at the end of the night.
Yeah. And he's not even in the Royal Rumble.
And the crowd just being there live. I just remember like, he's winning, and then being so pissed when he doesn't.
Or Rey Mysterio.
So I think it feels like it's in the Rock Jericho area.
Yeah.
To me.
I'd actually be okay with putting it ahead of those two Rumble matches.
Yeah.
10 and 9.
Okay. Would you move Rock and Jericho above those or no?
I don't think I would, but I'd hear arguments.
No, I don't have an argument for it. All right. So let's put this above 09. Below Dudley Parties, though, because that means more as an undercard Rumble match.
Yeah.
Even though this does kind of indirectly trigger the Yeselmania run. I mean,
it does. I mean, we'd been on that path for a while. So,
All right, what do we got left here? Only a few.
Getting down to the nitty gritty, the 2024 Women's Royal Rumble.
All right, so this is not one that like really jumps to mind. I'd have to just kind of jog my memory, so I'm going to pull it up. Is this Bailey?
Yeah, me too.
The
because I rated it. I love the Bailey run.
She goes at over an
That's
hour.
really-
Her and Naomi go like the whole way almost.
Yeah, and she's in at number 3.
Yeah. Naomi's 2 and she's 3. You get Jordan Grace. That's like a surprise.
Yes, and she's good. She's really good in that Rumble.
You get Roxy as one surprise. Tiffy is one.
Yeah.
Jade Cargill's debut.
Yeah. I'd have to really look at why I have it rated 4.5. I don't know what I did.
I'm at 3.75. So
yeah, so maybe I'm just wildly overrated on it in the moment. But it's hard with this because I can't remember too many specifics, so I don't think we can put it that high.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's obviously below the 2018. It feels like in the 09-10 bunch, like just a really good Rumble with a fun story. It seems like it's got a couple more moments.
Maybe let's put it ahead of 09 since I think and then
yeah, I'm fine with that.
The cards fall where they may.
Yeah, I think there's a world where we move Rock Jericho up and drop 09 and 10, but let's see what these last two are.
Yeah.
The 97 Rumble.
Okay.
So to me, this is the most underrated Rumble of all time. Like people look at this Rumble and they're like, oh, they got the luchadors in it and this and that. But you get Austin for an hour and he's at the peak of his powers pretty much. Like he's so strong in the whole match. It's one of the greatest of all time in one of his greatest of all time performances. He's so engaging throughout. I think he comes in at number 5 or 6. And once he comes in, the match just takes off and doesn't stop. So to me, the luchadors are almost irrelevant. Like they're just other guys in the Rumble.
There's some other weird booking in there too. Like we're guys that like we're getting pushes, just kind of come in and get thrown out. Guys like get thrown out when like the feud is like, I don't know, like there's that run in the middle where they kind of waste like Owen, Bulldog, Mero, Helms, like they all kind of get like those are guys that should have probably been in the whole time to like help carry the match, and they're like thrown out
focusing
randomly.
on Austin. That's the thing is the focus is so heavy on Austin, and they want to get that Austin Brett moment is an all-time moment, like when the music goes off and he's got his.
But I wonder how many people are turned off too by like the fake out finish where like Brett really wins. I mean, at least like an awesome storyline, so whatever. But it's like it's almost. I think this is similar to '94. I think it's like you have kind of a controversial finish. It's a well-written match. You got a lot of some stars. It's kind of got some good focus. It feels like those two are kind of kindred spirits. Like it's kind of they're both underrated. They got like kind of screwy endings, but they work.
Yeah, I see. To me, I liken it more to 2002. Like I think like you've got everybody who's in all the stars of that bridge area, that bridge like run between the new generation.
Well, the good thing is we have 94 and 02 like pretty much back to back. So would you put it between those?
I think like my instinct would be to put it above 2002 and maybe even above 2018. I don't think it goes above 90. But another thing I love about it is when you get to the end of the match, there's a legit like chance that like 4 or 5 guys can win it.
Fake Diesel.
Like that's it. Besides him, but like Brett, yes. Undertaker, yes. Vader, maybe. Like they're there, right? Foley and Rock are there at the end too. Maivia's got a great little run. Funk is hanging around for whatever reason. But
so you want to put it above 18? I mean, you're a little bit more hotter. Like I like 18 a lot, but you're a little bit hotter on that one. So like I'll let you kind of pick between. I think below 90 makes sense because I think Warrior Hogan is so big.
Yes, let's leave it there. Let's leave it below 90, ahead of 18.
All right, what's our last one?
Last up, John Cena, Umaga.
Oh fuck! All right, so this is our other final 5-5. Fantastic match. I think dart throw above Benoit, angle below, because I feel like it's a slightly poorer man's version of Cactus Triple H. Just like. A little bit slower of an era. Umaga's a little bit less hot of a character, but like it's a brawl. It's bloody. You know, you get a great finish, just like Cactus and Triple H.
See, let me push back a little on the finish. This is my problem with the match is the finish.
The choke out.
I love. It's not the choke out. The choke out I love. It's that he then has to get up and they count him down.
Oh yeah, wow.
That to me, it's stupid, but like I almost consider dropping it from 5 because of that. And I know that sounds super nerdy and lame or whatever, but like I find the last man. I struggle with last man standing matches.
Yeah.
In general, but this one, like if he had choked him out in that rope, like I think it might be number 1. Like it's that much of an impact for me.
So does that drop it below Benoit Angle for you?
I think it would for me, but I'm okay with it being above it too. Like I'm happy to defer to you on this one.
I think for this one I'd have it above it.
Okay, put it above.
To me, it feels closer to Cactus Triple H. Like they're close.
Yeah. And that's the thing that's like but I think there's a difference, right?
Right. Oh yeah, Cactus Triple H is better. That's why it's higher for me.
Yeah, and that's why it's hard to compare to Benoit Angle because they're such vastly different matches.
Yeah. I just think Sinu Umaga is like the Cactus Triple H of that Rumble era. You know.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. So the bottom, we got to drop 2 or 3. We got to kill 3 or 4.
4.
Oh wow.
4.
Okay. All right. So Rock Jericho, to me, that's an easy cut. And the 09-10 Rumbles, we've been kind of blah on. So I think it comes down to that 24 Women's Rumble or Brian Wyatt would be my 2 pick. I think Dudley's Hardy's has to be on the list.
Yeah. I'd be okay cutting the Women's Rumble.
Okay.
Because I have such little memory of it, despite rating it so high.
Right. Okay. All right. So those are our cuts. So here's our final list. Take a look at it real quick. So those on YouTube can see it too here. Anything you want to move or debate before we finalize? Anything jump out at you?
I don't think so, but let's read it from the bottom. We'll go 1, 1, 1, 1. And then if there's anything that seems out of whack, we'll adjust.
All right. So number 25, we have Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt at the 2014 Rumble.
Number 24, we have the much talked about Dudley's Hardys from the 2000 Rumble.
Sasha Ronda Rousey from 19. This is one I would maybe think about moving below Dudley's Hardys. It's because I think Dudley's Hardys means more historically. So like I'd be okay moving it above this, and I'd be okay moving it above Jericho and Benoit as well. Because again, I think it just means more in the era.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm all right with it below 23 because of Cody.
Yeah. And Gunther.
Being 2 of the biggest stars of this era. Okay. All right. So to reset now, we're back at number 23 is now the 2001 Royal Rumble, Jericho and Benoit.
22 is the much talked about Dudley Boys. It's going to end up number 1 by the end. Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys.
No, I think we're good there. Number 21 is the 23 Royal Rumble men's match.
Yeah. Number 20 is the first ever Women's Royal Rumble in 2018.
Number 19 is New Year's Revolution 06. It's the Elimination Chamber, but we included the Edge cash-in as part of that.
Yeah, and I'm okay with everything it's above. Like
right.
I'm
we'll
okay
see if you think it should go up.
I don't know. Royal Rumble 2008 is number
18.
We're missing some numbers here.
Oh, sorry.
All right, through the magic of editing, we realized we had some numbering going on. So we're only cutting 2 matches from the list. It is the 09 and the 010 Rumbles are gone. Yeah. Our new number 25 is Rock Jericho from 02. Then we have the Women's Rumble from 24 is now on the list. And then the rest is pretty much what we had. Brian Wyatt, Sasha Rousey, Jericho Benoit, Hardy's Dudleys, 23 men's, 2018 women's, 06
number
chamber.
17.
Yeah, number 17 is the 06 chamber now. All right, so why don't you pick us up at number 16, Aaron?
Yeah, number 16 is the 2008 Royal Rumble.
Okay. And number 15 is the 2005 Royal Rumble. Are you and go do the next one.
And 14 is the 2016 Royal Rumble.
Okay. Are you good with those 3 Rumbles in that order?
I think we should switch 05 and 16.
Okay, I'm okay with that. That's how I felt originally. And you want to keep the chamber below all 3 of those Rumbles?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
All right. So our new number 16, or still the 08 Rumble. Number 15 is now the 16 Rumble. And number 14 is now the 05 Rumble. Number 13, to me, this is kind of the top of the bottom, right?
Right.
Is Owens and Reigns at Rumble 23. And then I think our top 12 is kind of our top matches.
Yeah. So number 12 is the 2020 Royal Rumble men's.
And then number 11 is the 1994 Royal Rumble match.
Number 10 is John Cena versus AJ Styles for the at 2017 Rumble.
Number 9 is the 2002 Royal Rumble match.
Number 8 is the 2018 men's Royal Rumble match.
Number 7 is the 1997 Royal Rumble match.
Number 6, close to where we thought it would be at number 7, is the 1990 Royal Rumble match. So it stood up, man.
It's almost like we know ourselves. Number 5 is the 2015 match, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, and Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Number 4 is Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle from the 2003 Royal Rumble.
So much Benoit on this list. Number 3, it's like they showcased him a lot at the Rumble. It's interesting.
Well, certain people challenge at certain times a year. Yeah. And January is his month.
You just seem to pop up. Number 3 is the 2007 World Title match, Last Man Standing, John Cena and Umaga.
Number 2, Royal Rumble 2000, Cactus Jack against Triple H.
And number 1, the 1992 Royal Rumble match. Never a doubt in our minds. I do think it's interesting, though, of our top 5, only one Rumble match. That is a surprise to me. Like I wouldn't have guessed that. Even though we had those all, and it kind of bore out that those top 5 are the matches we both had at 5. And I had Cena, Rollins, Brock at 4 3/4, but a high 4. So like that being last of the 5 makes sense. So it kind of synced with our grades a little bit.
Be interesting to see, and maybe we figured this out in the past, but like is January the best month for title matches? Like, if you look at the top end of them,
I mean, it's probably Mania, but this Rumble's probably close.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is a lot of fun. So we're going to be doing this monthly. And again, it's by date. So we'll be covering February matches next. We'll be back in a couple weeks with a different topic, and probably in about a month or so, we'll be doing the February matches here. Check out everything. Enjoy the build to the Royal Rumble for this year. Again, we'll have some content, a lot of obviously like previews and stuff leading up to the match, plus the post show. We got that draft I kind of teased earlier, plus some other content as well. So that is it. We'll talk to you soon. The Dookie's been dropped. You've been no holds barred.
Bye, jackass.